All right, Sinwainani, and welcome back to the Tea Podcast. This is officially season 5, meaning this is episode 2. And on today's guest, we have, I think, the youngest DJ in Eswatini, the female, and also the youngest, who goes by the name of Miss T. How are you?
I'm great, man. How are you?
I'm all right, thank you. And thank you so much for actually sitting down with us. We know you are very, very busy.
Well, I mean, if you have a tight schedule, I might as well, just for the vibes. Thank you guys so much for having me, though.
Okay, guys, you actually see how lively and energetic she is. So that means we're going to have a killer session. So tell us about you. Who are you? What you all about? What inspired you to actually get into the DJing scene?
So, Miss T, her real name is Tanzeli Kele. She is 16 this year. Yeah, she's just like a normal high school student that just does a lot of things on the side. What inspired me? I've said this so many times, but it was my dad. So I used to go to a lot of his events when I was younger, and I always used to watch him so attentively because I was like, this guy looks way too happy. He's not this happy on a daily. The smile is way wider than it normally is. So I was like, I wanna know what that is. I want to feel that, those emotions. So then there was that, and I've also loved music my whole life. So yeah, I think that's it.
Okay, so wait, which genre do you actually play the most? Amapiano, house, Afro house?
It's Amapiano mostly, but I do play house and R&B.
Oh, okay. So what's the first actual song that made you fall in love with the whole thing? This is the jam.
It was house music, but then when I started DJing, Amapiano was starting to pick up. So I was like, okay, let me learn that. So I did that, and then yeah.
I asked about a song.
A song?
Yeah, you must have had a favorite song from time.
I did. When I was younger, it was Summer Breeze, which is a house track. I used to sing that song every day. I used to wake up, and then my dad would come to my room and be like, good morning, whatever. And then you'd hear me say, wow, won't you be my summer breeze? Type thing. You see? That was me. And then right now, I don't think I have a favorite song. Right now, at the moment, I don't.
You've actually seen you on The Observer, I think.
Yeah.
And we've also seen you on a couple of grooves, actually, from Solani's headlining even. And we actually know that you are on the Epic, sorry about that. We know that you're at the Lifestyle Experience lineup today. So how did that come about?
So, homie said epic gig. Anyways. Oh, child. Anyway, so, Lifestyle Experience. I want to do the event for a long time. So when it started, I was like, yo, Vizzy, get me on. Vizzy's like, okay, sharp. So the first time, because I don't go, right? I wasn't booked. Okay, cool. Second round comes, I wasn't booked. I'm like, okay, dang. So Vele, maybe they just don't want me. Maybe they just don't like me or whatever. And the third one comes around. Vizzy's like, oh, you're doing this one. I'm like, bet, So there was that with that one. And then it was just pure luck. Because he did call the person that was organizing and was like, you know what, can you please book her, whatever. And he's like, okay, cool, I will for the next one. But the next one came and I wasn't there. And then the third one came, But then with the whole Solani's thing, so it's a very funny, weird story. I was just at Solani's with my dad and my uncle. So then I see Mbegizele and I'm like, yo, listen, you need to go talk for me. Because I was like, yeah, I need to play here, my brother. Listen. It's about that. So he goes and talks to him or whatever. Okay, cool. So he's like, okay, I'll give you a date, I'll give you a time or whatever. Be ready. I'm like, okay, cool, sharp. So I wait 2 weeks. And then my dad's like, okay, there's a slot time. Cool. Then I check the flyer. It wasn't sent to me, no. I saw it on Instagram and I was like, hit me. I wasn't told. I was like, okay, maybe I'll just be supporting act. I was headlining, I was like, there ain't no way, you probably can't, you mixed up somewhere. I was like, me? 16? Miss T? Nah, there's no way. So It was very surprising, and I was like really excited because it's my first headlining show at a place that I really wanted to play. So I was like, okay, cool. Well, it's done. We're gonna rock. So that was that, and then I headlined again with Lady Z. That was great. Yeah.
And how do you actually get to these events? Like, does your dad give you challenges? Is he worried that you actually consume alcohol or any other substances?
Me.
Yeah.
Purely halal. I don't do those things. Me. Oh, no way. Me. No. I'm a purist. I don't do those things. I hate the smell of alcohol, like to the point where it makes me dizzy. I just hate alcohol in general. I'm smoking. I have asthma, girl. I'll die. Sean, if you will. Like, Nizofa.
No,
Fee.
so these clean endorsement deals need to come for you.
No, they're coming, guys. Sprite and the Jade, sponsor me.
Oh.
Aquale, please. Come on. Do what needs to be done. Like, am I asking for a lot?
No, you aren't.
I'm not. Like, Coke, come on. I don't drink you much, but me. Me.
So can you please tell us about the whole bushfire performance? How was it and how did it make you feel? Because bushfire is actually the biggest event in the country. So,
Yeah. You know, like that day, I prepared myself. No, I was like, okay, Tansi. You know, gal, listen, whether you do bad or not, what's done is done, my G. We're gonna rock. Okay, cool. So I get there, I see like so many of my peers. I don't play for my peers. So I'm like, okay, crap. Now I'm scratching my head the whole time, like I'm nervous, I'm shaking. And then they're like, Miss T, you're up. I was like, huh? What? So this is like, okay, you got it. So I go up, play my first song. And then crowd goes crazy. I'm like, okay, cool. Maybe I got it in the bag, you know. Okay, I play second song. Cool. So now I'm thinking, dude, my peers don't know me well. I normally play for old people. How am I making them move like this? Because I'm just like, these are my people. Like, how? Like, it was like a mind F, because I was like, am I doing this? Because they were moving like properly, like you could see the movement, and I was just like, how many kids am I playing for? Like, how am I making all of them move? And then like kids from my school came and they were screaming, like they were screaming like, oh my gosh, I know her, she's my friend, that's my best friend. So every song I was playing, literally everyone was singing along. It was like crazy. So every time they would see me on stage, like they would go mad, even if someone is talking. As soon as I'm on the decks, Miss T! No, I'm just there like, I'm just a normal person, guys, come down. Like it was like a lot. And then people were like, okay, so one girl comes up to me, she's like, can I just get a picture? I'm like, okay, cool. Okay, take a picture. Another person comes, can I take a picture? Okay, picture. That person, okay, picture. Now the whole group of them, can I please get a picture? Oh, Missy, I love you so much, can I get a hug? Now I'm like, what do I do now? So many people are like, oh my gosh, Miss T. Now people are clapping me like this. Oh my God, Miss T, I love you so much. Can I please get a hug? So I'm hugging people, I'm taking pictures. The whole time, Viz is watching me like this. He's watching me sitting, chilling, like, you know, this child. But like a whole group came swarming. Missy! Oh, sorry. Missy, can I get a picture? And I was just there like this the whole time. Okay. Like, it was overwhelming. Like, the emotions is a lot. So now, like, I've gained a following with my peers now. So now I'm not. If my peers are doing things like, Missy, can you please come DJ? Me. Let's go, boy. I'm there. How much, though? But, Singla. It's me.
So you keep on mentioning Velemfini, right?
Velemfini.
Can you please tell us how that actually came about, him being your manager and all, and do you pay him?
Okay. So listen, with Velemfini, Vizzy, my guy, best friend. So I've known this guy since like 2019, right? So then I was always like, because he was managing Senior, right? So I was like, I need to get this guy to manage me, because if I get him to manage me, like, things will happen. So first time I was like, Vizzy, I can sing. Me, Yeah, I sang. I was like, this is like, no. This was like,
Oh.
no. There's no way. There's no way. He's like, with practice, you'll get there. I'm like, okay, good. So I'm like, okay, time to think. What else? Like DJing. Like, cool. Now I pitch. The first time he's like, nah, I don't have time. Nah. Cool. I pitched the second time. He's like, I don't think I have the facilities for that. I'm like, okay, third time. That time's a charm. I'm like, for real, this time busy. So, okay, cool. He's like, okay, let's set up a meeting. Let's talk. And the meeting, also me, I just woke up, not even 10 minutes before he came. So I was just, my mind was asleep. So I was just talking bombs the whole time during this meeting. And this guy was like, okay, I see the vision, but let's talk when you're properly awake. I'm like, okay, cool. But now we set up a plan. Whatever, we're like, okay, cool. This is what's gonna happen. And then from that day on, I was like, yeah, I have a manager now. Now I'm unstoppable. What? My best friend. I'm cool, dog. But yeah.
Yeah, okay, so we actually covered an episode back in For the Culture. We were talking about exploitation and everything. So since you're booked, like really booked, do they exploit you, do they pay you, or it's exposure?
Hey, next question. Okay. It depends. Like, it used to be a whole exposure thing, because Vizi and I were like, okay, it's fine if they're not paying, as long as we get hospitality and stage, we're cool. And then I became a superstar, rock star, and then now they're like, Vizi's like, no, they must pay. I'm like, bet boy, me. I like him money, bring it here, That was me. So that used to be the case. But now it's just like, okay, sometimes they don't pay. But because of who my father is, as soon as the message sends, my money, it's there. And then obviously I pay my manager, and then I get my money. See? So sometimes they do exploit me, sometimes they don't. But because of the amount of respect that my dad has, it's like, okay, cool. Let's not mess with this one. And then also Vizi is like a very vanilla man when it comes to our craft. So my money's coming whether we like it or not. So, yeah.
Do you guys hear what she said? She kept on talking to Vizi the whole time until she got what she wanted. So don't give up on your dreams, ne? But before we end this interview, right? Well, what is it that I want to ask you actually?
I don't know. I don't know. You can ask me anything. I'll answer. Maybe. No promises are kept here.
Oh, she's funny.
This is me every day.
We actually have new music out, right?
Yeah.
And since you're an amapiano DJ, who are you looking to play on your sets today from the new music that actually dropped? Yeah. Because we have Gabza, but he recently dropped, so I don't think he actually counts. Yeah.
Angaz.
Yeah. Yeah.
Angazi. I don't know. Because the thing is with the way I play, like I play different types of amapiano. So you'll hear me play like a Catsburn Go remix. Nah? Nobody else is playing that, So I just like double and double into every amapiano type thing. So I don't know. I'm not sure. This new music, I don't even know.
Would you say you're going to play popular songs like, I think, Lifestyle by
Yeah.
Amos just to get the crowd moving, or you actually attempt to play songs that aren't known but still have the same effect on these people?
I play what I want, not gonna lie. So if I feel like I'm gonna play a J'adore, right? I'm a piano remix. I'm gonna play it because it's my set, it's my time. I'll do what I want, So that's just me. That's just me. Like I will play a popular song like later on in the set, but in the beginning you'll hear like if you love me remix, an piano remix, or like I don't know, like I have so many like house and R&B remix songs. So that's what I normally play. But like when it gets to the end of my set, I will play like but all sleeves but I'm below or about a you know, just to get just a little volume, you know. Just here we go. But yeah.
Anyways, thank you so much, bye. No, bye.
Wait, continue, my sister.
So I went through your page on Instagram, right? And there are these faces that you make when you're on stage. Can we please talk about them? Because you're giving the same energy that you give on these pictures right here, right now. So talk to us. What's that about?
So I don't know how to control my facial expressions. So if I feel like, you know, I did a bad mix, so you see me do like this, or if I really like the song, like my face just has a mind of its own, so it really also me doing like this. You know, it just depends. Like I don't know, my face just does whatever it wants. Like it just happens naturally because I just haven't tried to properly think about my facial expressions. Because you will see me, and then you see me, and you see me, and you see me. You know, it just depends. Like my facial expressions are just always all over.
And so do you actually see yourself going far, and where do you want to get when it comes to the DJing career?
I don't know. You know what, me, one thing about me, I'll just ride the wave until it finishes. So
What?
like I don't actually like have any like I love what I do, yes, but I'm like, I think, okay, let's make this make sense. So everyone in my family is like, you can't take this as a career, right? You can't take it far. So then I always have that in the back of my mind. So I'm like, okay, so maybe I won't become like a German go. So I'm like, okay, it's fine. So I have backup plans. So now I just do what I love when I can. Nah? But then at the end of the day, I'm still going to school. I'm still working towards a law degree, my sister. Or being a culinary chef, babes. Like, it's me. Or being a sound engineer. It depends on the day, you know, what I feel like doing. What's going to change? 2 months. I'm going to be like, no, I want to be a shoemaker.
What? Wait, okay, so you're actually doing quite well, right?
I think.
But you're not willing, like you're not sure if you want to further this, or you're listening to your parents telling you, "Good, it's not gonna get you far." Don't you believe in yourself that much?
No, listen. Confidence isn't a thing in my life, but I will fake it till I make it. So listen, let me tell you something. So I love what I do. I know I can go far with it. But there's a roadblock called my mother. Yabona. It's like, it's there. Yabona. So when I try going around, it's like, wait, relax, break up over, you know. So every time I try to go around the corners, it's like she's there. Like, you know. Everything I try, it's like, no. If I don't get a normal job, my mom would be like, stop it, you know. Like, hey, it's just a lot. So me, I know I can go far.
But you will.
If there's a roadblock there that I can't even jump over, go around the corners,
you can always get under.
I'm not digging under the gravel.
What?
Oh
no, man.
It's a lot. It's a lot of work. Mommy, I love what I do. Like generally, like seriously speaking now, I love what I do, and I know I can go far with it because I'm literally the only 16-year-old doing this that I know that is in this country, you know. So I know I can go far. I could blow up any day, you know.
You have the
I'm not jinxing it. But, you know, yeah. It's like, I don't know. Like, sometimes I just wake up, I'm like, do I still want to be a DJ? And then I go play and I'm like, maybe this is for me, you know. Because every time I try stopping, like, let me make an example. Like, last week, before I did the bushfire thing, I was like, nah. I'm tired of this because the amount of work I have for school and the amount of work I have for DJing is like a lot. And I'm a person that can't manage her time well, has a unstable mental health, and doesn't have friends. So imagine this little thing, just now I was going through a lot. She's there like, is this for me? And then bigger opportunities come, like, oh, can do bushfire. I'm like, okay, maybe after this I'll stop. No, lifestyle experience. Okay, maybe after this I'll stop. I can bet you in the next week I'm gonna get something. I'm like, okay, maybe it's meant for me, but then again, I'm a bit tired. I'm a bit, worn out. But I work. And Viz is always there to like, hey, listen, my sister, when you start talking about stopping teaching, don't talk to me. Because nothing like that in my life. You're gonna push until you die, my sister. Because
I actually love this.
This thing I'm trying to quit. Not on my watch.
So you spoke about opportunities. So given you have the proper resources, who would you actually want to work with, and why?
Who I want to work with? Ooh, so there's so many people I want to work with. So I want to work with like people when it comes to music, right? I want to work with very low-key people. That's why I posted on my Instagram like, yo, listen, if you're low-key like producer of I'm a Piano House, send me your music. So I listen and I'm like, okay, I can add this into my set, I can't add this into my set, So I'm always trying to like make an outlet for people that don't have the resources that I do, because I may have everything here. Me, if I want to play Solange tonight, I can do it. If I want to play Mega Lounge tonight, I can do it. Because I just know those people. But some people don't have that thing, But yeah, I just try and make sure that like low-key people get a chance to shine too. But if I'm talking about like events and DJs, I don't know. Because I've already worked with my dad. Okay, I've done one-on-ones with him. It's amazing. It's great. Okay, cool. I don't know. Maybe Demagogo. Maybe Comes to the Small. Maporisa. Maybe Black Coffee. Oh, I would die for a Black Coffee event type thing. Me there. NJ, book me. Let's rock. But yeah, that's probably like the 4 people. Hey, let me think. DJ Kent too. Yeah. Those are all. Yeah.
So can we actually see you doing a couple of shows in the near future where you're actually organizing a whole event with you being the main act, with supporting, because you did talk about low-key individuals, where you actually give these low-key individuals a place to actually shine and everything. So can we expect that from you?
This conversation will be continued another day. Oh, to be announced in event. I'm not gonna say any details. Visit, me. Something's coming. I'm not gonna say when, who, how, but it's coming. I'm not saying it's gonna be next month or the month after that or next weekend, but it'll come.
She needs a comedy show, guys. I'm sorry. Yo, she's so funny. What? Anyways, this brings us to the end of today's show, and thank you so much for watching us. And please make it a point, where can they actually find your sets? Do you post them on? Where do you post them? Where can they get them?
I don't really post yet. Content is coming. It's in the making. It's not out yet. I'm working on a documentary about myself. I'm not gonna say when it's coming out because I don't know myself, but it's coming to be announced. Yeah, I don't know. Vizzy, you can answer that. Also, you don't know. Yeah, we post when we can.
But we've seen her on Selani's show. We've seen her, she's performing at the Lifestyle Experience. We've seen her at Bushfire. So you definitely trust Kuti. She's a very, very good DJ. So make it a point to actually book her. Ne? And don't forget to pay her. So anyways, thank you so much for tuning in on today's episode. And that is our wrap. Thank you.
She wanted to laugh the whole time.
Oh my God.